Alright guys, what's up? Dark Visor here yet again. This time on news relating to Shantae. I know most y'all like that. But yesterday I was surprised at work to get another message from WayForward for another update on Kickstarter Half Genie Hero. I don't know why I said it like that, but you know, they gave one more final post and it's pretty much just a goodbye. And they make it sound like a goodbye to Shantae overall, but of course we all know that's wrong. And it's just saying that this is the final. That means Half Genie Hero's done with. This final update is literally just saying everything involved in the game is done. Rewards, everything, and it's kind of a sad send off, you know, not in the fact that the game did bad or anything, but the fact that this is the end of Half Genie Hero. And we'll just have to wait to see what they do next, which like I said, them sending out this extra update makes me think now we won't get another Shantae news update until maybe mid 2019. Because at first, you know, when they left off, I was like, okay, they're giving it's been a while since this last update, maybe early 2019 when we'll get more news. The fact they've come out again late fall to say this is the end of Half Genie Hero, you know, and how much success they've had over it and stuff, makes me think, okay, maybe now mid 2019, maybe we'll hear a new Shantae game or something. You know, I'd love to see some new Shantae stuff, some comics, more figurines, an animated series, but you know, we'll see. I'm not sure how big a scope WayForward sees for the series, but for me, I would love to see everything Shantae, guest character appearances, like I said, comics, animated series, more figurines, posters, t-shirts. I'd love to see her expand even more. So, but I don't, like I said, I don't know how big of a scope WayForward actually sees the character. But anyway, the video pretty much just states, you know, that they have arrived at the final update, and they're just saying this, they're taking a moment to say a final word of thanks, and while we look back on everything they accomplished. And when you look, it's amazing how long it's been when it was first announced. Like I said, I backed this back when I was still in undergrad, and September 4th, 2013 was when they announced to the internet that there's going to be a new Shantae game, and that it was going to be Kickstarter. So, you know, I'm reading through here, and it said we came out of nowhere and showed support with artwork, emails, through social media, message boards were buzzing on Kickstarter. It was going great. Christy V's Dance Through the Danger with Jake Kaufman. You know, he did a great job on the song. They added the PlayStation Vita TV for support. You know, but no one showing Sony doesn't support anything very long unless it's a mainline system. That's one thing I hate about Sony. You release these things and you just kill them off, you know, after a while. They chatted with us about other campaigns, cross-promoted other campaigns. They list Hyperlight, Drifter, and Mighty Number 9. See, WayForward, that's one thing I will get on to you about. You know, I still love you, but the fact you actually promoted that game, that travesty, that's one reason it hurt getting more money for Shantae. Because like I said, I know for a fact a lot of people that pulled their support for Shantae and put it into Mighty Number 9. That game was horrible. It was nowhere near the level of quality we got with Half Genie Hero. They rushed that game. There were so many mistakes. There's videos on YouTube. I don't even want to try to get to that. That game was just a travesty, and they did that game wrong. That game was just a mess. And like I said, I think that hurt Shantae getting more money was that game itself coming out close to the same time. The 23rd of September of 2013, it was fully funded. They still had several days. The stretch goals were hit one after another. Sadly, we didn't get to the final ones. And like I said, that's because I still blame Mighty Number 9 fully for that. To an extent, I don't want to say it was the lead reason. You know, maybe we just didn't get that high, but I do know people who did pull money to put more into Mighty Number 9. With the game started, they started concept work for locations. They updated us on Kickstarter updates. Our reactions were always positive. We played a part in this. We gave criticism over conversation. You know, I had to give them that. WayForward did, you know, talk to us about stuff, what we would like. Not all the time, but they did do like the voting and stuff. They did kind of keep up with us. You know, and they go into blunders and issues they made. The first blunder, they didn't take into account how much the extra content was and how long it would actually take to have that made. So that was one thing, and they knew they couldn't meet the original release date. So they had to come out and tell us like, hey, it's gonna be late. And they said unless we wanted a delay, what they had to do was ship the main game first and the DLC later. Like they didn't take into account how long it was gonna take to get all that stuff in the game. So honestly, we were meant to get basically Ultimate Edition to begin with, but it would have took too long to get it out, you know. And looking at the release date, yes, 2013, there's no way, you know, it would have been a while. The next major snag was the industry was entering a transitional period. Now, see, I forgot this. It was originally planned, production was set on 360 PS3, and we were just then switching over to Xbox One PS4. So yeah, I forgot about that. Like, there's a transition of people actually buying the new systems and stuff, kind of moving away from it. I think the Wii U was the only one that stayed around, but the Switch came out and kind of destroyed that whole factor right there. So they had to switch production to those systems instead, and that caused another delay. At the end of production, it was time to shift energies to develop to publishing, testing, board submissions, localizations, backer code procurement, which was a nightmare sometimes, and it all ate up precious time. We still had over 100 DLCs and update submissions plans before we reached the end. And yeah, it was basically like any Kickstarter update I've seen in the past. They got swamped. They didn't understand. Well, I don't want to say they didn't understand. WayForward super smart. What it was, I don't think they understood how much was going to go into dealing with Kickstarter and getting all this stuff out. Because Kickstarter, you have to give a set date to have something shipped. And it never goes like it needs to, you know, it always has trouble. So, but anyway, the base game launched December 20th, 2016, you know, 3 years after the Kickstarter. And the stretch goal DLC shipped throughout the course of 2017. And our free thank you, Jammies mode launched 2018. So, you know, it was like what? About 5 years overall to get everything. And that was pretty good, you know. They go through here and thank Xseed Games for helping out. They thank the Pew Cube and Europe and Ozumi Amuzo, the Japanese publisher. Let's see. It says you might be wondering why all the thank yous to retail non-backers version of the game. They had nothing to do with the Kickstarter, right? Well, it varies with territory, but we're sometimes required to have a publishing publisher in that region. For example, without a Amuzo, we would not be able to release even a digital version in Japan at all outside of Steam. So, okay, it's just saying that sometimes they have to have a publisher outside of what they announced to get the game released in a certain region. Limited Run Games, they help with the CD manufacturing and distribution of goods. The coins, Handsome Devil and Kentu for the shirts. I do have to say, Kentu, good job. You know, he's a good artist. So if you like good art, he's a pretty good one to check out. Some of his stuff's not safe for work, so be careful on that, I think. When I say not safe for work, I have to consider what I'm saying, because sometimes, like, just don't look at it on a work computer. You can look at it at work, but don't look at it on a work computer. And they give thanks to Erin too, which was amazing. You know, I like to see her pointed out, you know, as the creator of Shantae. Her and Matt both, you know, I thank them, but I love to see Erin. I've never seen Erin. Does anybody know what Erin looks like? I just want to know what they look like, because I've heard rumors that her hair is like literally over 9 feet long. And that blows my mind. I've never seen somebody with hair that long, besides Shantae. And like I said, at the end, as of today, we don't have any plans for any future Kickstarter updates. This is it. This is the end. There's nothing else. That's why I said it's done. The gates have closed. The Shantae Half-Genie Hero. That's it. But if we have any significant way forward or Shantae related news that we feel is appropriate to share with you, we might reach out again down the line. Don't be too surprised if we come knocking someday. As for the Kickstarter message boards for this product, we will no longer be monitoring it on a regular basis. You know, you can still contact them on Twitter and their support page, but that's pretty much it. Together we've had something that brought a smile of faces across the world. Heck, maybe even a few eyebrows and forehead slaps. And it goes on, and this is interesting, they point this out. Shantae has become more popular than ever thanks to your generosity and support, and has been able to reach fans in new territories. Shantae Half-Genie Hero even went on to break sales records on the Nintendo Switch and entered, I'm going to try to say this word. I've followed this site for years, but I can never say it right. Famitsu's Gold Medal Hall of Fame. Best of all, we have pitched this for you. We made it together and are overjoyed with the end result. Half-Genie Hero was a successful Kickstarter campaign. The fact they pointed out that it's done so well on Switch gives me hope maybe she's going to be in Smash. That gives me even more hope right there. The fact they had to point out that she broke sales records on the Nintendo Switch. Like, her popularity is even greater than it has ever been. To see the game go from a bomb on the Game Boy Color, you know, because the first Shantae game did not sell well at all. It tanked. It tanked hard. To see it go from that to all these years later to like one of the best-selling Switch games, you know, is amazing. You know, so I really hope that she's in Smash. If anything, that shows she should be in Smash more. And it says, "Thank you for the support. Sincerely, Matt Boson, Shantae Series Director. On behalf of Way Forward and Shantae Half-Genie Hero development team, strike a dance pose and warp out." You know, so it is sad, but hey, it's done finally. Like I said, hopefully now they'll take a break from this. Like I said, since they announced this, I don't expect anything Shantae related for a while, besides maybe some figurines here and there. But if they're going to make a new game, reading through this, I want to say it's not going to be till and I'll post the entire thing in the description so you guys can read through it, you know, so you don't have to listen to me try to cut here and there. But the fact they released this makes me think we won't see something new until mid 2019 or maybe even late 2019, because this is kind of like saying, hey, we're taking a break now, we're done with it, all the rewards have been shipped, everything's done, that's it. So I really hope we see more Shantae in the future, because I don't want her to become like one of those series where we only see like every few years. You know, she doesn't need to be a niche title. Like, she can hold her own against anybody now. I think, like, she can be put up against Shovel Knight, any indie game, and do well. And you see how much they push those characters on stuff. So I'd love to see her more stuff in the future, and I hope we do. But I do want to say thank you, Way Forward. It has been a thrill following you since 2013. You know, it sucks at time. You know, it's one of those things that sucks that time goes by so fast, and at the same time you don't want it to go by so fast sometimes. Because I remember when I first backed this game, that was back when I was working at Best Buy, you know, and I wasn't making anywhere near what I'm making now, and it was like I could only put like maybe $50, $40 down every few weeks, you know. And yeah, and now it's like when you can do more, it's amazing to see how much time has passed and how it seems like it was literally yesterday when I was emailing Way Forward saying, "Can you add this amount to my account?" You know, and they were like, "Sure thing, dude. Like, we'll keep adding the money to your goal stretch you want to get to." And so, yeah, it was neat. So it's gonna be sad to see Half-Genie Hero end, but hey, it's a great game. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed speed running it. You know, I've enjoyed, you know, you guys' comments. saying thank you for certain item walkthroughs and stuff. I rub my eyes when I have to think how many times you guys asked, how do you go up waterfall? I think that is the #1 asked question I get from Half Genie Hero. Is I'll wake up in the morning and look at my YouTube notifications. How did you go up this waterfall? And I'm just like, guys, oh my god, how many times have you asked me this? You know. But I enjoy it. I don't actually hate somebody asking that. I like it. It's fun. But yeah, so that's it on Half Genie Hero. But like I said, the fact they pointed out her sales on the Switch for that great, I really have it's kind of reignited my hope she's gonna be in Smash Brothers. So we'll see. But that's it for now, guys. Like I said, I'll put in the description like everything they wrote. And until next time, like they said, strike a pose, warp out. And I'll put the little, actually, hang on. I won't say that again. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna change the music right here to say it. Strike a pose, warp out, to the ending theme tune. All right, guys. Until next time, our next video, I'll see you guys.